Okay, so we are recording. My name is Jackie Sitton. I'm a presidential diamond with It Works, and I have been with It Works since, June of 2012. And I'll tell you guys a little bit about my story just real quick before we hop in and do the training. But I'm excited because rubies. Why do we care about rubies? Why are we so excited about rubies? We are excited about rubies because rubies make up every single promotion that we have in this business. It's the building block for everything we do. Once you hit ruby, if you can hit ruby, you can hit ambassador, okay? And I think this is kind of interesting to think about. So if you look at a chart, if you look at an emerald chart, you're going to see an emerald is made up of 2 rubies, okay? Diamond is 3 rubies. Double diamond's 5 rubies. Triple diamond is 11 rubies, and so on. So if you guys can just see how this just builds and expands upon itself. And so that's why we say if you can build to ruby, you can build to the top rank in this company, because essentially that's all it is helping others achieve that rank. And that is why it's on our steps to success, okay? And so a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm a presidential diamond with It Works, and this company is just amazing. And I love my best friend, Sarah O'Connell, and she started with this business, and we were both nurses together, went to school at University of North Dakota, did everything together. And I saw her do this, and I thought, what is she doing? I thought what probably some of you guys thought when you saw your friends doing it, like, have they lost their mind? What are they doing? But I watched her well, I joined, I'm trying to think when her and Danielle started. I probably joined 5 months after she did, around that time. And I wasn't what you call a runner, you guys. And I like to tell this story just when I start this, because never give up on people. We obviously don't want to push people, but it just has to be the right time for some. And so for me, I started, never really did much with it. And I also want you guys to learn from my mistake. I let fear kind of stop me. I had never done sales before. I'd only been in the hospital. And so I didn't really know what to do. And so I just didn't do anything. So for almost a year. So I technically started June 2012, but I didn't really start working my business until May of 2013. And so after watching Sarah earn bonus after bonus, and she was cutting down on shifts at the hospital, and I was picking up shifts at the hospital, I'm like, this is not adding up. And she's like, Jackie, you're missing out. This is an amazing opportunity. And so that was the day that I decided, okay, fine, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go all in and give this a try. And, I, like I said, did not know what I was doing, but ignorance on fire is so much better than knowledge on ice sometimes, right? So just keep going and just go for it. So I did. And May 2013, I started, went ruby, hit those ranks, and I went triple diamond by April of 2014. So not even a full year. And I was already making triple diamond income and thinking, hey, maybe I should go part-time as a nurse. That's what I was thinking about, as 2 chickens. I didn't do it right away. So I still kept working full-time. And then I did eventually go part-time. And then eventually now I'm doing this full-time and went presidential diamond with the company in August of 2015. So this never started out. Sarah tells the story perfectly, and I love how she puts it, and so I've kind of adopted it to be my own, but this never started out as like our plan A. This was a plan B, supplemental income. And what I think is so important to remember about that is, when you're talking to people about the opportunity, a lot of you guys joined not to make triple diamond income. That's not why I joined. I would like to, I was like, oh, that would be great. But, I wanted to make an extra $500 a month. And I think that's where we can all say 500 to 1,000 is kind of where that was kind of our number. And so that's why Ruby is so important, because that's what a lot of us start out wanting to be. We want to be Ruby. That's life-changing money for a lot of us. For me, there was a lot of month left and not a lot of paycheck left. I just wanted that little bit extra to carry me over. So that's why Ruby is just such a special rank, you guys, because it really is that pivotal life-changing money. $500 can be so huge and make such a huge difference in your day-to-day. So that is why it's on our steps to success, which leads me into our steps to success. Now, what is that? Steps to success, if you guys are just starting, I know I see some faces on here of people that have maybe been in the business for a while, just need a refresher. Some people that, we're always learning, we're always working. I would always tune into these trainings because I wanted to learn how to do these trainings, because I knew eventually I was like, okay, I'm going to have to do this myself. So a lot of you guys, some of you have been in the business for a while. Some of you are just starting. And if you are just starting with us, welcome. Some of you are coming back. I saw a couple faces, and I'm so excited to see you on here that are coming back after maybe a busy 2016 and are ready to hop back in. So welcome back. And we are so excited to have you on this journey. And so steps to success may be a foreign term for some of you guys, maybe a term that you guys know. If, like I said, you've been in the business for a while, but what it is, So steps to success are the instructions or directions that our company has laid out for us. That is how you go Ruby. That is how you go, oh, whoopsie guys, I'm gonna mute everybody here again. Oh, they caught it, never mind. That is how you get to those ranks, the top, progress in the ranks with this company. And so that's our directions, our instructions. And then our Ruby chart, I like to say that's our roadmap, okay? So our instructions are our steps to success or our directions, and our Ruby chart is our roadmap. And that's what's going to show you exactly what you need to do to hit that rank, okay? And charting, while I'm on the topic, I'm a huge charter. I've always been. Sarah taught me well, and make sure you are teaching your new distributors the importance of their executive charts, their Ruby charts, because you have got to have a plan for those goals you're going to hit, okay? And that means that roadmap. You have to see what you're doing, and you have to know where you're at. So it's very, very important that you guys are stressing that to your new distributors, okay? So let's start chatting about our steps to success. While I'm pulling that up, though, you guys, if you are new, even if you aren't new, look at me, I can't do two things at once. I'm just going to talk real quick. Your why is so important. And Pam Souter says, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough, okay? And what is your why? Your why is why you join this business. It's what is your driving force, what's going to keep you going when times get tough. It's what's going to propel you forward. It's what's going to help you reach those presidential and ambassador ranks, okay? And any promotion for that matter. And you guys, I challenge you to write it down. And if you maybe have been in the business for a while and have never done that, I promise you it'll change your world. It's just like writing your goals down. You need to know what your why is. You need to know why you are doing this and what you want to get out of it. And so that's also the importance of the dream boards, okay? So it goes hand in hand. So really know your why and what you want to get out of It Works Global and what you're really looking for with your business, because that is going to be the game changer for you. Because again, it's a business, so you're going to have ups and downs, and you got to have something that keeps you're constant, that keeps you going. All right, so you guys, let me just share my screen here. If I can figure this out. Okay, everybody, just give me you good? Thumbs up, can see it? Hopefully. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you guys, steps to success. Now, what are those? Let me move this over. Okay, so these are the instructions or directions that our company has laid out for us in order for us to be successful, hence the word success that's in that. And we like to keep things simple with It Works Global, so we have 3 steps for this. That's not too hard, right? 3 steps. Step 1, join the party. Uh-oh, is someone drawing on here? How do you guys know how to do that? You need to teach me how to do that. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, that was me. It just popped up. I don't know what I did.
Britt, you're so good. You need to teach me how to do that.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Consider a check mark. Done and done. Okay, so step 1, Britt checked it off for you guys. You have already done that. You have joined the party. And so that is the first step on this adventure. So after you join the party, now you have to think about the next, which I like to call kind of step 1A, I guess. You need to set up that 80 BV auto shipment. You need to become commissions qualified. Okay, and commissions qualified, we join this business, the majority of us, to make money, right? So we want to make sure that we're commissions qualified so we can do that. So in order to do that, you want to run that 80 BV auto shipment. And what is BV? Some of you may be asking that. I say it like everyone knows, but BV is bonus volume. So each product that we have has a bonus volume attached to it. So it's very closely related to the dollar amount. However, it's not exact. So I'm going to show you guys in eSuite a really awesome tool that you guys can use. But just to give you an example, so our wraps are $59, but they are 54 BV. So it's not equal to dollar amount. And so you got to make sure you're checking that BV when you're looking at that, setting up that auto shipment, okay? So, all right. So 80 BV auto shipment, why is that important? So I know when I started too, I thought, what do you mean I have to run something each month? And Sarah explained it perfectly. She's like, this is your business overhead. This is what it costs you to run your business. And, with that is our $20 website fee. And I thought, okay, well, that makes sense. She's like, think about a brick and mortar business, how much it would cost to run that. You have your utilities, your lease, or whatever you're paying. So this is a very small price to pay for this amazing business that we get to run. So the second option that you guys have, which I do want to tell you about, is the 150 PBV or personal bonus volume option. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like this option. I'll tell you why I like it and then why I don't like it. So I need you to be aware of it because it exists. So you have to be aware of it. But so when I sign a distributor up, I want them to really always be shooting for that 80 BB auto shipment. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is wrap cash. So if you don't have products on hand, if you don't have wraps to sell, how are you going to make wrap cash? And I know for a fact that a lot of people, their wrap cash is more than their commissions their first couple of months because they are hustling and selling that wrap cash. And, you know, one wrap is $25 a piece. So you want to make sure that you have wraps on hand so you can actually go and wrap people. Because if you don't, you're just cutting off one big way that we can get paid out of the 5 ways, which is, you know, wrap cash. Okay. Second thing, product of the product. I am a firm believer. I just could never sell something I don't use. I could never sell something that I don't personally believe in and that I don't personally use. And if any of you have tried to do that, I know, like I said, some of you guys have been in the business for a while on here, and I've seen people that are like, oh, I'm just not getting as far as I want. I'm kind of struggling with the business. And I'll check, and 9 times out of 10, they're not running that auto shipment. They're not being a product of the product. And so it's very important to get excited. Find your favorites and be that product of the product, okay? You are your best marketing tool. You, okay? Not my results, not Sarah's results, not Britt's results. You are the best tool for you. People want to see that. So make sure that you are utilizing your products and that you're sharing that either on social media, when you're out and about, carry your before and after pics on your phone. When it's you, it's very, very powerful, you guys, versus showing somebody else. Okay, so lots of reasons I love that auto shipment. The PBV option, one reason I like it, I'm going to start with the positive, is because I know when we start, a lot of people start this business, they don't have a lot of extra money. So maybe they purchase that business builder kit and, you know, that's all they have for that month or coming into the next month. And so they're able to qualify on sales, which is using, you know, your loyal customers, which I'll tell you guys about with step 2, to qualify for commissions. So you have to watch that like a hawk and make sure you get above 150 to be commissions qualified. Now, why I don't like this is, okay, I'm type A. I won't say control freak, but I'm type A. I like to, especially when it comes to like the money coming in, like I want to know my paycheck's coming in. I'm not going to leave my paycheck in the hands of somebody else. Okay. Especially not our customers who don't understand the business end of it and whatnot. So let's say, for example, you have a customer, let's say you are, I got to do the math easy for myself. Okay. Let's say you're at 154. Let's do that. You check on the last day of the month. You're at 154 for your PVV. You're like, I'm good to go. I'm going to be getting my commissions check. And you don't check again. But what you didn't know is that a customer returned a box of wraps and that dropped you down below 150. So now you're at 100 because wraps are 50 for a BV, right? So they return those wraps and now you're at 100 and you didn't catch that in time. So now you are not going to get paid on all the work that you did that month. And so it's just good practice to run that auto shipment. If you have to use that PBV option or you have a distributor that has to use that, make sure that you're stressing the importance of the 80 BV and that they're always shooting for that in the future. Should always be shooting for it, okay? So, all right. Now that we're talking about how we qualify for commissions, let's talk about what comes in your kit. So most of you guys have gotten your kit and you have seen what comes in it. You get your marketing materials, you get fab wrap, as you can see right there. You get your box of 4 wraps. You get 4 mini defining gels. Now, a lot of people have not been getting these mini defining gels because we've been on back order for them. So if you have not received these, you will get a $20 product credit and you'll see that in your eSuite. Okay. So if you go under Tree Viewer and then click on your name, you'll see where it says product credit right by your name, there's a little box. You can see that you have a $20 product credit to use towards products. So make sure you guys are utilizing your product credit. So this box of 4 wraps, powerful, powerful tool for you to start building your business. So remember, you're your best tool. Okay. So if you choose to use these on yourself and are brave enough to share your results, then do that, because 9 out of 10 people have results with 1 wrap. So 1 wrap's a treat, 4 wraps is a treatment. Okay. So you can use them on yourself to start building up your own before and after photos, or you can set up wrap appointments, which I love, 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 love wrap appointments. So find people who want to wrap for $25, friends, family, whoever it might be, and bring the wrap over and physically put the wrap on them, you guys. It's going to build up your confidence. You're going to get to, understand how the wrap smells, how it looks, feels, all the ins and outs of it. It's going to make you that much more confident of a distributor. And so, and plus you're going to get your $100 back ASAP. So you just, no risk investment, right? You just bought your business for free, essentially. Okay. So, all right. So now that we have step 1 completed, and one thing I want to tell you guys, so yes, you joined the party. Your step 1 is done, right? First time. But every month when you're a distributor, you're recommitting to step 1. Your step 1 is now making sure your commission's qualified and setting up that auto shipment, making sure you're a product of the product so that's how I like to think about it. Yes, I joined the party, but my step 1 has changed a little bit. Now my step 1 is making sure I'm getting paid, that I'm being a product of the product, I'm making sure that auto shipment is running, and I'm teaching others to do the same. Okay. And I'm just going to go over the basics of this. So the boost, again, this is neither here nor there because most of you have signed up. So if you saw your mini boost in there, mini boost is an amazing deal that you guys don't be scared to tell people this, because I was scared to tell people. I'm like, oh, they're already spending $99. I don't want to tell them, hey, if you spend this much more, you can get this. But I had people come back to me when they were signing up their first distributors and asking me like, why didn't you tell me about the mini boost? It's such a good deal. So don't be scared to tell them, because it's only available during that enrollment. So I'm going to let you guys do a little research on your own about that mini boost. You can go into your eSuite and check that out. Okay. So you can see what that is all about, because I want to move on to step 2. So amongst all this stuff, you guys, you are going to be, of course, logging into your eSuite, and you are going to verify your tax information, because that's another way that you need to make sure you get commissions qualified, because you have a commission hold on your account until you verify that tax information. So you have to log in. It's super easy. It takes like under 30 seconds. Make sure your name's spelled right, all that stuff, Social Security, everything. And then that commission hold will be lifted. And so, sorry, it's kind of dark in here. Okay, so that's going to be something that's very important to do. And then, of course, you are going to want to do the It Works You training. And actually, hold on. As I'm reading through this, I kind of want to tell you guys that in a second. Sorry. I was trying to be so organized. So let's just jump right into step 2, and I'll get into that other stuff in a second. Okay. So step 2. All right. So wrap rewards. Step 2, wrap rewards. This is all about loyal customers. This is all about enrolling your first 4 loyal customers in 30 days. Now, loyal customers, if you guys don't know what this is, loyal customers are the bread and butter of our business. They are so important. They are what gets us to every single promotion. And I'll show you a Ruby chart, and I'll show you why this is. You can sign distributors all day long. If you don't sign loyal customers, you are not getting those promotions, okay? Our customers are so important, and we want to take such good care of them. So step 2, wrap rewards. So for every 2 loyal customers that you guys sign, and this is forever. So even as a presidential diamond right now, if I sign 2 loyal customers, I'm going to get a wrap reward. And what is a wrap reward? So let's say I signed Nancy and Sarah, and I all of a sudden see that I have a wrap reward in my account. That means I get a box of wraps or a box of facials for a discounted price. So I get them for $25 versus the $59. So I can sell each one of those wraps or facials for $25, which is going to give me, minus my $75 profit. So that's a really awesome way, again, that you guys can make money. That goes into that category of how we get paid, wrap cash. So this is how our company helps us do that. So they're going to give you a pat on the back and say, awesome job for enrolling those customers. Here is some money in your pocket if you go and sell this wrap reward. Okay, so not only do you get a wrap reward for signing up those first 2 loyal customers in 30 days, you also get what's called Fast Start Qualified, and who knows what a Fast Start bonus is? Who loves them? Me, I do. So a Fast Start bonus, that is unlocking the second way that we get paid, which is weekly bonuses called Fast Start bonuses. And so Fast Start bonuses, once you get these 2 in your first 30 days, you're Fast Start qualified for life. And for every, I'm trying to think sorry guys, I'm trying to break this down the easiest way to make it the least confusing, because it really isn't hard, but sometimes I can confuse things as I'm talking about it. Well, I'm going to tell you guys Fast Start bonus down here. But anyway, a Fast Start bonus is when you sign 2 loyal customers and help your distributor do the same, you'll get $99. And I'll tell you about that down here. Sorry. I'm mixing up my words here. So, okay. That's your first goal. So you want to get Fast Start qualified because that's going to Fast Start qualify you for life. So you're going to have access to those Fast Start bonuses. Your second goal, because I like to break it down into smaller goals, is to get 2 more loyal customers in 30 days. And what that is going to do, because now you have a total of 4, so that is going to make you bonus qualified. And bonus qualified, that's the big bonuses. That's the good bonuses. That's those big giant bonuses, that the Ruby bonuses, all that stuff. You have to have 4 loyals in your first 30 days. Okay. And so you want to make sure that your new distributors are getting those 4 loyals, because it's so, so important that they get those bonus, that they're eligible for those bonuses. So of course, just like you sign those 2 up, you sign 2 more people up, you're going to get another wrap reward. So that's another potential $75 in wrap cash in your pocket. So there's all sorts of ways that we can make money. One thing I want to tell you guys is how I describe the loyal customer program. I know a lot of people do it different ways. So our loyal customers, I don't know many other companies that do this actually, but that give their customers wholesale discount, like what we get as distributors. So I like to describe it as like a Costco or Sam's membership. So one way I say, okay, there's 2 ways you can become a loyal customer. One, you can pay a $50 membership fee, just like you would at Costco or Sam's, and you can order at your leisure and get wholesale pricing. Then I say, but most people don't do that, because why pay $50 for nothing when you can have that fee completely waived and just try 1 product a month for 3 months at my wholesale discount, and you will get that loyal customer pricing for life. So it just depends on how you want to describe it. But I do know that do you guys remember when people that have been here for a while, when people would go to your website to sign up as a loyal customer, it would say enroll with auto ship, and it kind of scared people. Remember, they were like, auto ship? They'd like, what? So it's so awesome because they took that away. Now there's 2 different options. It says the membership fee, and it says our 3-month option, and it says it in amazing wording. I'll post it on Rewiring. Drew posted it on one of our sites, like the screenshot of it. But so that's really nice because it breaks it down. So if you guys want to just go on your own website even and just see the wording and how corporate has done it on there now, that's going to be a great way for you guys to describe the program to people, because auto ship is that word that scares people. It just is. And if I say recurring order, that scares people way less than the word auto ship. It's like if I say auto ship, they shut down like that. If I say recurring order, they're on board. So it's basically saying the same thing, just a little bit different verbiage. So all right, so those first 4 loyal customers, they unlock a lot of things for you guys. And the wrap rewards, Fast Start bonuses, bonus qualification for life, all sorts of stuff. So you want to make sure that you are getting that done and helping your new distributors get that done. So how do you get those first 4 loyal customers? And that's a very common question. And I know especially like people like me who's a nurse or has never done sales in their life, you don't even know where to go. Like who would you even ask, So a good rule of thumb, think of those people you're most comfortable with, friends and family. Or a good example that I like to give people, think about if you had the best news in the world, the best news ever, like if you just got an amazing new job or the most exciting thing just happened, who are the first 10 people that you would want to call? Those are the people that you want to tell your news. Because it is. You guys have amazing news. You just started a business. You just started an amazing business, and you should be very excited. So think about those 10 people. If there's more than 10, great. Message those people and tell them your news. Tell them you're looking for people to try your products, and just ask them. Bottom line, ask them. Open mouth, open business. You don't wait for people to come to you. You have to go to them a lot of times, okay? The next thing is posting on Facebook. I was scared to do this. I was so afraid I was going to annoy people. I was so afraid I was going to post the wrong thing. I was terrified. I didn't want to do it. And I'm so glad I did do it, because so many customers, even to this day, still sign up from seeing posts on Facebook. And so, and I'm on 4.5 years in, so I still have a warm market that's still seeing it on Facebook. And so make sure you guys, or social media, Instagram, whatever it might be, make sure you're posting on Facebook. If you don't know what to say, look at your leaders. There's some really awesome leaders, your uplines, your Ambassador Diamond uplines, Danielle Mahar, Kelly Kaufman, Sarah O'Connell. You guys can follow. There's so many presidentials that are amazing. Kendra Fuller, Alicia Wilcox, like I'm blanking. There's so many amazing people that you guys can follow and get ideas from. And so, try to make that post your own, but for the most part, you'll be able to see wording and things like that, see how they describe the opportunity and see what pictures they're using and just make it your own. And so if you don't know, as far as describing products, what to say, one thing that helped me in the beginning was looking at the packaging. Anything on the packaging that It Works Global says, so on the greens it says alkalize, detoxify, I knew that was okay for me to say that, okay? Or I would look on my website, anything in the description that It Works Global has in the description, or the bulleted points. I knew that those were buzzwords I could use. Those were safe words that I could use where I was still going to be compliant and I was going to get the point across. So make sure you're checking that stuff out. Don't be scared of selfies, you guys, if you're posting on Facebook. People love to see your face, and with your wraps, take a picture of you with your kit, take a picture of you with your 4 wraps, like show the world your excitement, because that's what's going to bring people to you. They're buying you. They're buying you. They're buying your excitement. They're when they join your team, they're not necessarily joining because you've made $10,000. They're joining you because of your excitement, and they want to be a part of that. And that's just human nature. So make sure you are portraying that when you're posting. Okay. Next way to get loyal customers, some ideas. So pick your top 5 favorite products that you have kind of looked through, even if you haven't used them, you guys. What are 5 products that you want to try? Okay. And then find 4 friends and put their names by those products that you think would also enjoy them or that could benefit from them, and message them. If you don't know what to say in the message, don't complicate this business either. Don't make it so hard that you have to have a script. Just be you and just keep it short and sweet. It doesn't have to be anything super formal or anything special. Just be you, and just reaching out is so important. Wrap appointments is another way to get those loyal customers. So remember I said when you get those 4 wraps with your kit, take those wraps and see who wants to try them and offer to come over and wrap them if you're local. And while you're wrapping them, that's called a wrap appointment, you can be telling them about our loyal customer program. So just what I said about how they can join for the wholesale price and get all those discounts. You can have them sometimes I'll wrap them and I'll be like, let's look at my website, and go look at your website so they can look through, and you're right there to answer any questions or anything that may come up. And so that leads me into questions, because I think that was another thing that really stopped me from working this business is I'm green on the color wheel. And if you don't know what that means, that basically means I'm a big fat know-it-all who wants to know everything about everything. And before I do anything, I want to make sure that I have all the information, and if in an ideal world, I would also like to memorize said information before I go and do something. That's not going to happen in this business. But what I had to get over was myself and realize that I didn't have to know everything. I just had to know where to find it. And so all the tools you guys could ever need are at your fingertips. And so they're already there. And one thing that I found, loyal customers or potentials don't expect you to know everything, but what they do appreciate is you taking the time to look for them. So it's okay to tell them, you know what, I just started, I'm not quite sure, but I know exactly where to find the answer, and I will get back to you. And they actually really appreciated you taking that time for them and made them feel special, and you get back to them. And so I've never had someone not sign up because I said I didn't know. Okay, so where you guys can look, a great tool is, of course, your Facebook pages are awesome resources. You can ask questions on there, but my favorite place to go when it comes to product questions is myitworksproductcoach.com. That is seriously my go-to for everything. You can type in keywords. So for example, if someone comes to you and says, what products have caffeine in them? Go to My It Works Product Coach, type in caffeine. It's going to give you every product we have that has caffeine in it, as well as the milligrams. Okay. So it's an awesome, awesome resource. Real quick, before I go on, I'm going to check questions. See if anyone has questions about that. Oh, Melissa, good. You figured it out. Sorry. Okay. No questions as of yet. I can't see. There's a couple I'm going to answer at the end, guys. Sorry, I'm not ignoring. I just wanted to make sure if there was anything related to Wrap Rewards or anything, I wanted to get those answered. All right, so Product Coach is a great source of information, and then also your eSuite. So your eSuite is just, you could be exploring in there for hours. There's so much stuff in there. It's amazing. Everything's at your fingertips, as well as product information, pamphlets, anything you could ever want. Okay, the next way to get loyal customers, and I think the most effective way, because I'm all about or not, I shouldn't say effective, efficient. That was the word I was looking for. Efficient is parties, 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 parties. I built my business 4.5 years ago, really a lot of how I did it, because I was scared to post on Facebook, was belly to belly and parties and blitzing people. And while that may seem scarier to everybody else now, posting was very scary for me at the time. I don't know why, but I thought, okay, fine, I can talk to people and I'll do it that way. So, and Sarah was a great motivator. I mean, she partied her butt off and encouraged me to do the same. And so I remember doing my party, and I did lots of parties, and every time I left them and I'm like, I sounded so stupid, but no one there thought I did. You know, they just thought, they were like, that's awesome. Like, they're just excited about it. So don't think you're going to go in. Maybe you do have a party where you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I blew it. But we all feel that way. Your audience doesn't feel that way. They don't know the information. Remember that. So they're just excited to be hearing about it. So don't be scared to just rip the Band-Aid off and do it yourself. So maybe if your sponsor can't do it with you, or they don't live in the same state as you, get your good friends together, get them over to your house, and just get the rap on them. That's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to be good at it. That's how you're going to get more comfortable with all of this stuff. So and parties are super fun. You can sign, I mean, it is like quite the high when you leave a party and sign 5 LCs in an hour and maybe 2 DTs. You could even get your steps to success done at a party. It's happened before. I've done it before. It's amazing. So that's far more efficient to me to do a 1-hour party or a 2-hour event, the party event, versus sitting on social media for hours upon hours. So I like a good combination. I think it's important to do both, but just think about that, you guys, for a little bit, like how effective and efficient a party can be. Let's see, eSuite, that's the other thing, party pad notes. So in your kit, you probably noticed you got marketing materials in there. So in that, with those marketing materials was what's called your party pad. Your party pad, if you use it right, like mine's raggedy old, it's got notes all over it. You feel free to write in there. That is going to be what you use to present this opportunity in the products. And you can literally print out those notes from your eSuite. There's even dotted lines, you guys, to cut on it, and just you can put those right on your party pad so that you're never left to feel like you don't know what to say, because it's literally laid out there for you. So make sure you check that out. I want to give you a quick party tip that really kind of changed my world. So if you guys are doing an in-person party, print out order forms. Print out order forms, and before you start talking, hand out an order form and a pen to your guests. And if you, I got clipboards because they were like, went to the dollar store and got them or something, just so they had something to write on, but you don't have to do that. But tell them before you start, fill out the top portion of your order form and circle products as we go that you're interested in trying. Okay, so as you're talking, they're going to be circling on that order form, or maybe making a check mark by stuff that they're interested in. And then once you get done and you start telling them about the loyal customer program and you start saying, it's awesome, you try 1 product a month for 3 months, they look down and realize they have already, checked 6 different things that they want to try. So all of a sudden, they don't even care there's a 3-month commitment, because they're like, oh, I already have 6 things I want to try. No big deal, right? So then they're just even more excited. So plus that order sheet just kind of takes out the awkwardness, because I'm like, okay, you guys have your order sheets now, just finish. Once you have it locked down what you want, just bring them up to me. We'll get your orders in right there. So it's just a really efficient way to get those loyal customers. It's a great way to get your new distributors started, getting started off strong, getting them confident, getting those first 4 LCs under their belt, and a lot of times their first distributors under their belt. So make sure you guys are doing that, either encouraging it or helping your new distributors do their parties or their launch parties. The other way to do parties is online. A lot of you that are on here maybe joined from an online party, so you're used to seeing those on Facebook. There's a lot of different variations on how to do online parties. There's really no right or wrong way. One way I'll tell you that's been working great for me is running my party over a 3 to 4 day period and doing it as an event, not a group. And I love it because make sure you're interacting with people. I'll do a poll in the beginning, kind of asking people what they're interested in, and then you can target your posts and your live videos to what they're interested in. So you're really speaking to your audience versus just throwing information out there that they may or might, maybe they're totally not interested in skincare at all. So why would you spend time on it? You know what I mean? You can touch on that, we have it, but make sure you know your audience. And so that just comes down to making sure you're connecting and really getting to know those people and being genuine and authentic and kind of going that extra mile for them. So, so I already told you that. Yeah, with parties, like I said, you can complete your steps, and sometimes one party. You can finish your steps to success. So the rhythm in this business that I want you guys to remember. So as you can see right here, 4 LCs, and now I'm going to scroll up. I don't know why this is on here. 4 LCs and 3 DTs. Repeat that to yourself over and over again. 4 LCs, 3 DTs. That's the rhythm you want to follow in this business. And that is what's going to get you building to Ruby, helping others build to Ruby. So it's really that simple. So do I want to bring up the Ruby chart? Yeah, I'm bringing up the Ruby chart now. So, all right, as you guys can see, step 3 is going Ruby. This part is all about building a team. This is all about growing a team and teaching others these very simple steps that I just told you guys. So I am going to pull up this Ruby chart, maybe. There we go. Got it, guys. Okay, so if you guys have not seen this before, this is your Ruby chart. Ruby, that's exactly why we're all on here, right? Ruby, average of almost $500 a month. So each one of these boxes represents a distributor. And I wanted to show you guys this also just to get used to it, but also this is a magic number in our business, 400. 400 is a magic number, and GV stands for group volume. And
Jackie,
yeah.
we can't see the chart. We're still on step 3.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Let me just.
Well,
Okay. Can you see it now?
yes.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Okay, technical difficulties. All right, so Ruby chart. Each one of these boxes represents a distributor. So there's a magic number of 400. That means 400 GB, that's what equals a qualified leg. So leg being, I should say distributor or box for lack of a better term looking at this. So your goal for promotions is to get each distributor and help them to get 400 in group volume. Okay, and I don't want to get too much into charting, you guys, because that's a whole nother thing that we'll talk about. But charting is something that you will learn as you go. But if you have the basis and if you've seen it before, you'll know the framework, then you're good to go. Okay, so I don't want to overwhelm people with too much charting and things like that, but I just want you guys to know magic numbers, keywords like 400, GV, group volume, BV, bonus volume. And one thing that's really going to help you guys, and I'll show you that in your eSuite, a quick eSuite tour, is your It Works You training. Okay, and that will explain a lot of this stuff to you guys. So 400 in GV is what we really want to shoot for each distributor. So let's say, for example, that you sign up your 3 friends up here. Okay, so you are then, so now you've basically you've done your step 1 and step 2, but now you want to build a Ruby. Okay, so you want to help these people get their first 4 loyal customers to complete step 2 for themselves. I can't talk, you guys. I'm sorry. I need to drink water. You want to help them do their steps so they can build a Ruby and so on and so forth. So how do you get that group volume? Group volume that's the BV from all your loyal customers. That's the BV from your auto shipments and your orders. So that all goes in to the GV, which is the group volume. So everything, just everything under them. So it kind of, sometimes people are like, oh, 400, that seems like a lot. And I'm like, it really isn't. And Sarah does break this down so well, and I'm going to steal her example. Because if you guys are, I don't know if you've seen the skinny pack. It's been one of our favorite packs forever because it's just an awesome, awesome pack. But so the skinny pack, if you have 4 customers who get the skinny pack, plus your 80 BB auto shipment, that's 400 GB. Because the skinny pack is 80 BB times 4 customers. So you're at 320 plus your own auto shipment, which is 80, right, or more. That puts you at exactly 400. So that's not too bad, right, you guys? That's just following those steps that we just talked about. 4 loyal customers, so helping Sally get 4 loyal customers, and emphasizing to Sally that she needs to be commissions qualified to running that 80 BB auto shipment. So that's one way to get 400. Another way to get 400 is finding 4 customers who want to be on the It Works system. That's going to be over 400. So I mean, sometimes it varies. Some people are like, well, I got my 4. Why am I not over 400? Well, it depends on what they order. okay? So it could be anywhere from 4 LCs. It could be anywhere. It could be, 6 LCs. It just depends on what people are ordering. So you just got to keep an eye on that number. But so the skinny pack, if you guys aren't familiar with it, just while we're on the topic, it's an awesome pack. You get 4 wraps. They get a bottle of Fat Fighters and a full bottle of defining gel. And if they add just one product to that, whatever they want, they get free shipping. So don't be afraid to tell your customers about our awesome packs and things like that, because there are a lot of perks that come along with that. All right, so let's talk more about this chart. Let me just see where I want to. All right, so I want to get into fast start bonuses a little bit more with you guys. So remember when we talked about those first 2 loyal customers that you get within your first 30 days, is fast start qualifies you. And I kind of jumbled up my words and said, I'll tell you about that later because there's so much to tell, but I don't want to throw it all at you at the wrong times, and I want it to all kind of flow. But okay, so fast start bonuses are one of the second ways we get paid, and they're a huge way we get paid, one of my favorites. And they get paid out on Fridays. So that is It Works Global's way of saying, way to go, you just taught your distributor the steps to success, and thank you for doing that. You get $100. So if you get, how do I write on this? Oh, whatever, I'm not gonna, So Sarah here, let's say she signs up, you have her launch party, she gets 2 loyal customers and either has an 80 BB auto shipment or has over 150 PBV in her first 30 days. That next Friday, you are going to get $100 direct deposited, or whatever way you chose to have it given to you. Okay, so let's say you complete your steps and you sign not just Sarah this first month, but you sign your other 2 LDTs. So you sign, let's say, one here and one here, and you help them do the same. So you teach them step 2, they complete it. Now you're going to get 100 for this person and another 100 for this person. So you're looking at $300 just in fast start bonuses. That's not on top of the wrap cash and everything else that you've made for your parties and things like that. And that doesn't account for your commissions check, which you are also going to get on the 15th of the next month. So that can really add up, you guys. Let's say you sign 5 distributors and help them complete step 2. That is going to be $500 in your pocket. So make sure you guys are teaching step 2, teaching the importance of that 80 BB auto shipment, or watching that PBV, whatever their commissions qualification will be. And then the next thing, how are you going to sign those distributors? I'm going to stop this share here. All right, so how are you going to sign those distributors? I know that this is something that we've talked about a lot on the Fearless Pursuit page. I know it's a common question that people have. How do I do that? What do I do? Well, again, open mouth, open business. If you're talking to people, if you're telling people about it, if you're sharing your why, if you're posting on Facebook, that is how you're going to start to attract people into your business. But on top of attracting people into your business, you also need to ask. So start making your hundreds list. If you don't have a hundreds list, I would start tonight. Go through and make a list of people that you would love to work with. Make a list of people that you know would be amazing at this business, that you're like, they would just kill it. They would be so good at this. Make a list of people you know that could use the money. And, the people you want to work with, we kind of call this our dream team, but make your list. Make a list of people that you would love to work with, and keep that on your hundreds list. Your hundreds list should be a running list. My hundreds list is a giant mess because it is literally a running, living list of people that I'm updating constantly, okay, and checking in with, and making sure I write down when I check in with them, things like that. So make sure that you are writing people down, because I think that is the other thing that people forget to do, is write people down. They forget to follow up, and then you just lost a lead or a contact, okay? So make sure you guys are keeping that list going. When you are signing somebody up, or even when you're talking to somebody about being a potential loyal customer, make sure you always kind of plant that DT seed in their head. Let them know that it's only $40 more than a box of wraps to join as a distributor, and they're still going to get the wholesale pricing. So I always just throw it back to them and say, would you like to use the products and make some extra money at the same time? If they say no, no big deal. They still, I always sign them up as a loyal customer anyway. I mean, they're already signing up as it is. You just give them their options. If they don't know it exists, they'll never some people don't even know that's an option for them. So if they say no, that's okay, but you've already planted that seed. So maybe 3 months later, they're going to think, I really do love these products. I'm watching her on Facebook. Like, I know I could do this. And a lot of your loyal customers are going to upgrade and become your distributors. Some of my best distributors have been my loyal customers. So that's why it's very important that you guys take care of your customers, that you're following up with them, that you are keeping in touch with them. So when we say take good care of your customers, that is not just because we want to provide amazing customer service, but also because they do end up, a lot of them end up signing up as distributors. So, okay, couple things that I wanted to tell you guys. So when you first join, we went through our steps to success. So you saw that. I told you guys logging into the eSuite to verify your tax information. When you are in your eSuite, I'm actually just going to combine this right now. I'm going to show you what I would do. Hold on. Sorry, guys, I got to pull it up. So you're going to want to print off those documents I just told you about. So your steps to success, your Ruby chart, and your executive chart, which is right before Ruby. Because if you don't have that roadmap, it's going to be really hard to promote. So you want to make sure that you know where you're going. Everyone see this? Okay? Good? Okay. All right, so this is your eSuite, you guys. eSuite is synonymous with back office. This is what your $20 website fee covers. On top of your replicated website, this covers your online office, which is imperative to running your business. You are going to see this when you first log in. And you see all these little tabs up here. This is all the stuff you can do in your eSuite. So I'm going to go over a couple of the things when you first start, what are the basics, I would call them. And one of them is going to be printing off just what we talked about, and that's going to be under your document library. So when you log in, click on document library. The easiest way to do it is to just search whatever topic you're looking for. Sorry, you guys, my internet's very slow right now. Okay, so if you want to search for Ruby chart, just type in Ruby, and it's going to bring up your Ruby chart. And just FYI, a lot of the United States stuff is all at the bottom, so just scroll all the way down and you'll see it. So here's your charting sheet, which is what we just looked at, that Ruby charting sheet. You can look up your steps to success, and you can print that off. There's every country too. Spanish, there's Swedish, there's Swiss, there's everything. But United States, again, going to be at the bottom. Download and print that off. And then a couple other things, as long as I'm in here, that I want to show you guys that you can look up that's going to be really helpful is going to be the BV list. So remember how we said everything has a bonus volume attached to it? This is going to be really helpful for you to print out the product price and BV list. And I don't know, let me see if it'll open for me. Maybe. Well, either way, you guys can, it basically is exactly what it just says. It's going to give you the product, it's going to give you the retail price of it, it's going to give you the loyal customer price of it, and it's going to give you the bonus volume that's attached to it. So it's great because I remember when I first started, I had that on my desk. I would look and I could find right away what was what for everything. The other thing that is helpful is, comp plan. So if you guys have any questions about those abbreviations that I'm talking about, so BV, anything like that, your compensation plan here, you can click download it, open it up. It's going to have all those abbreviations. It's going to show you exactly how we get paid as far as percentages, levels, things like that. And then the other thing I'll tell you, actually, I think that's really all. And then, of course, for the executive chart, you just type it in. And let's say you want to go big, let's go diamond then. You can type in, print off your diamond, your double diamond chart, all that stuff's on here. So it's going to say charting sheet, and then it's going to give you what it is. The next thing I want to show you guys in here is your It Works You. So when you first start, you've logged in, you verified your tax info, you have your auto shipment set up, and you are now ready to jump in and do some training. So that is all in your eSuite. It Works You is right up at the top. And I love this because this gives you guys enough information, easier than I can tell you it. I swear I know this. I said I start talking about it and it gets I start giving too much info and I think I confuse people, but It Works You will not do that to you. So you can just go right in here and it's going to give you, some are videos, or they were videos, and it's going to show you exactly what you need to do to be successful. It's going to give you enough information to give you the confidence to go and work your business and not overwhelm you. So you're going to get the gist of it. You're going to get a starting point. And so it's really, really an awesome tool. And I recommend that you guys tell all your new distributors to go and do that. I know there's tons of trainings all over YouTube and everything like that. That's great if people want to dive into that stuff. But this is really fundamental and really, really helpful. And it gives people just that little bit of confidence to, that enough knowledge to give them that starting point so they'll actually start posting about it or telling people about it or whatever it might be. Okay, and then the next thing that is on here, so documents we did, auto shipments, It Works You, support. That's one thing I want to show you guys. Support, so instead of calling and waiting forever on customer service, on hold with customer service, go into your support tickets. This is a direct email to customer service and you can ask them whatever you'd like. You are just going to create a new ticket. And this ticket, synonymous with email essentially, is you're going to put the category and a subject and let them know, and then you're going to create a ticket. And that ticket is then going to go into your open ticket categories. They usually get back to you within 24 hours. Once the ticket is closed, it will be here. So when some people are like, they just deleted my ticket. I'm like, no, they didn't delete it. It's in your closed tickets. So then you have to actually go in, click on closed tickets, and then click on the ticket to get the order. Okay. So that's one thing that is so helpful, because who likes waiting on hold with customer service? I do not. So I would much rather send an email. The next important thing is auto shipments. So this is going to be where you guys set up your auto shipment. You can edit your order in here. You can view your auto shipment. And then what else? Check your BV. That's huge. You want to make sure your BV is over 80. So that's going to be here. And then the next thing really fast, and then we'll move on, is settings. So when you're first starting, you have a website that you're going to be directing people to. So you want to make sure your information is on that website. So you're going to click on settings and then website. And then this is where you guys can put your picture in. You can change your web alias, which is your web address. So let's say you signed up and you just do not like what your email address is. You can change that. That's okay. So as long as it's available, you can go in here and change it. Okay, and then you can put your picture and all sorts of stuff like that. So that is your eSuite. And I'm not going to go into the reports right now because I've given you guys enough info here on that. But okay, so a couple other quick things when you first start. Mobile apps. So this is a mobile business. This business is not meant to be sitting at a desk behind a computer all day long, right? This is meant to be fit into your lifestyle, fit it into what you're already doing. Like I'm running errands today. People see this shirt, wrap focused. What's wrap focused? Okay, let me tell you. So make sure you fit this into what you're already doing. Fit this into the lifestyle that you're already living, okay? And then how you do that, your mobile apps. So do you guys have the It Works Wrap app? Everybody have that? Okay, so It Works Wrap app is going to show your customers and you, if you're new, it's great, how to wrap. It takes them through a video. And then it's great because you can also do before and after pictures in there. You can also send your before and after pictures into compliance and have them approve of them and put them in the It Works Global template so you can use them. That would be called a compliant before and after photo if you do that. And I urge you guys to do that because it's great to have your own results to share. And then the next app is the It Works app. And that is by Frag Mob. Frag Mob. Make sure you see that weird name by it. That's the developer, because there's all sorts of other lookalike or apps that can be confusing that are not that are not the It Works app. So It Works app by Frag Mob. This is my favorite. It has your countdown for your first 30 days. It lets you know when you're coming up. Let's say you're on day 28 and you know you need one more LC. So it keeps you on track, and I love it. You can enroll loyal customers and distributors in it in under 2 minutes. If I want to know if we're open in a country, I go to that app because I click on countries and it shows me a list of every single country that we're open in. And then it also has prices for those countries as well. The next app is our brand new app called the It Works Wired app. That is going to have announcements. It has your conference calls, so you can go on. We used to have to go on and go onto the myitworksevents.com website, and now you can just go right on the It Works Wired app and listen to old calls. You can listen to, like tonight, we have our Sunday night call. Click on the Wired app. It's going to be, you can listen online or you can call in. It's all right there. So it's so convenient, you guys. It's all in one spot. I think that's really all I have here. I'm going to answer some questions too. This is just a really kind of a rundown boot camp of what to do when you first start and how to get up and running. And so one other recommendation I have is, obviously I've branded myself, you guys, obviously. So get yourself at least one shirt that says It Works Global on it. Brand yourself, because that is going to be one of your easiest and best marketing tools when you're out and about and running errands. Let those shirts work for you. Okay, people are going to ask you what works. That's when you hand them a Blitz card and say this works, show them that picture. If you're new to this, or maybe you're just regrouping for 2017, commit to doing at least one thing for your business a day, something that you know that you will not skip out on, something that will become part of your daily routine. I like to make a 6 list. If you guys are on, I think all of you guys are on Fearless Pursuit, but if not, I think Sarah also shared it on Rewiring, but Amy Spence, she has an amazing tutorial and Zoom on what she does daily for her business, and she talks about 6 lists. So if you guys are interested in learning more about that, check out that Zoom. It's great. And just, you really just want to incorporate it, like I said, into your lifestyle and make it part of who you are. Be genuine with your business. Be you. Be authentic. That's what people are going to gravitate towards. People are buying you. You don't have to have made $1 million in this company to grow a team. People are going to flock to you when they see your excitement. So selfies, things like that, like get people interested, draw them into what you're doing, and draw them in with your excitement. Well, I'm going to get to some questions really quick, guys, before. Let's see. When they get too low customers to get fast start qualified, do they need to have their 80 BV or 150 PVB to be qualified? Yes, they do. So if they get those too loyal customers in their first 30 days, they either have to have ran that auto shipment within their first 30 days of 80 BV or more, or they have to have at least 150 in PVB. Okay, so if those loyal customers that they signed up, let's say one of them had 100 BV of stuff and the other one ordered a box of wraps, that puts them at 154, which automatically, of course, then Fast Start qualifies them. But make sure you're keeping an eye on that as their sponsor too, so that they don't miss out on that and that you don't miss out on your Fast Start bonus. So, and it's a good time to teach them, because eventually they will be earning Fast Start bonuses and they're going to want to learn all about this. Let's see. Oh, Crystal, no sound. Sorry, girlfriend. I recorded it, but okay, how do I do this as an event? So while I have you guys on, there's a couple people that have left, but I just want to tell this really quick. I don't recommend group pages when you first start, because I don't know if you guys get group page requests as much as I do, but the first thing I do is remove myself from the group, because we get so many notifications as it is. It's like one more group. Are you serious? So I like to do mine as event pages, and I like to be very, when I do a party, or I have someone do a party for their launch party, I don't say invite your whole friends list. I don't do that. Be authentic, be genuine, be personal. So pick maybe 10 or 15 people, 20 people that you know would love these products, and personally message those people, invite them to your party. Even if it's an online party, make it about them, okay? Be personal, be excited. Don't just make it a mass event, because that's when people aren't going to show up, and that's when it just looks silly. So make sure you let those people know, I'm running this event page. If you're doing a giveaway, tell them that. If you are and again, you can't do giveaways to have people sign up, but you can do giveaways for people to say thank you for hosting a party. But let them know what you're doing. Let them know how excited you are that they are going to be a part of it, and let them know that they should turn on their notifications so they don't miss out on anything. Because that's a big thing with groups and events now. With the Facebook algorithm, they're not going to see a lot of those updates that you do. So unless they turn on those notifications. So make sure they're doing that. Another thing that's important is I like to do live videos. So I'll do live videos. I shoot for at least once a day, once or twice a day if I can, on top of posting about what they told me they want to hear about. So if they want to hear about fat fighters, and I'm going to do a fat fighter demo, a live video on that. So those live videos are going to get kicked out a lot more than those posts are. So more people are going to see it. But it really comes down to just communication. communicating with the people that are going to be there, letting them know why they're special, letting them know why you invited them. So run it as an event. And if you're on Rewiring Rap Stars, there is how Sarah and I like to run the 3 and 4 day parties. She has a great file that she put on there. You guys can tweak that to your liking, but that is very similar to what we do. Just make it you. Just make it you, and whatever you want to add in, feel free to do that. I'm going to stop the recording here. Maybe.